excited. It's ridiculous. I had to go with wearing my East High Drama Department shirt.
Go Wildcats!
But I did wear my Dear Evan Hansen hat because I just got a chance, the privilege, to see Dear Evan Hansen this past Saturday for my birthday. It was amazing. Andrew Barth Feldman, who plays Anton, was the youngest to play...
Evan!
That's your name?
Evan, it's Evan. Sorry.
And the only teenager too. And I didn't know this, I just learned it, but Roman Banks, who plays Howie, was the understudy for Evan, Connor, and Jared. How cool is that? So, reppin' both. Hi, dolls. Welcome back. And if you're new, hello, my name is Jessie. And today we are going to react to Season 3, Episode 1 of High School Musical, the series, Happy Campers. And we're going to summer camp. We all have been waiting so freaking long for this. And the day is finally here. I'm not even going to talk much. I'm just going to recap very, very quickly where we left off with our Wildcats. Ricky giving his blessing to Miss Jenn about dating his father right before telling her that he is not quite sure who he is, but he is happy. Mr. Mazzy telling Jenn that he thinks that they should be together right before we are denied the privilege of knowing the results of the Mankeys.
We won already.
I get the point, but I wanted to know. But anyway, Nene having this really nice conversation with Gina. Gina and EJ getting their first kiss. Howie telling Courtney that he is intimidated by her, but in a good way. Ashlyn and Big Red sharing this wonderfully beautiful moment where he has her name in lights because that's how he's always seen it. We didn't really get too much from Seb or Carlos in the last episode, but we did in the episode before the finale. We got amazing performances from the awesome Beauty and the Beast play. Oh, and how could I forget? We have Nene being introduced to Gina's brother, who is very musically connected. So I am excited to see how this all connects, where it goes, what storylines they have written for this season. Let's jump in, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see the content below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling, that was me no phone uploading videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It has all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube, in addition to more. Also, don't forget to follow us on all social media at @star_chef_productions or at Jessie Dobby for Twitter, where 2 cast members from Dear Evan Hansen, the production that I saw on Saturday, responded to my tweets. But without further ado, this is Season 3, Episode 1 of High School Musical, the series, Happy Campers. And Meg Donnelly is in this. Seasons 1 and 2 of High School Musical, the series are on my Patreon, in addition to High School Musical, the 3rd movie, and Zombies 3. I just did it.
Can I kiss you?
Hey,
So cute.
Lily.
Can I
And love is an open door.
Love is an open door.
Let's go. Ricky's with.
We don't say her name.
Summer.
Cry like a little
Summer.
baby when they
Summer.
break up.
What time is it? Summertime. It's our vacation.
They had to do this one, right? In the beginning.
Come on and let me hear you say it now, right now.
Camp Shallow Lake.
My second home.
What's up, Rocket Man?
Hey, how you doing, Gadget?
Gadget.
What language are they using?
I don't know, but that's
Ready
cute.
for a good summer?
nickname.
Our Wildcat summer adventure, and we're going angstless.
I just feel naked without my angst.
All right.
I have my phone right here. I need
It's
my
only
phone.
for 2 weeks. Just got her Carlos. She's too young to understand.
Richie, have you seen my cocoa butter?
It's a skincare product.
Richie? Are we like hanging out as friends?
Hashtag Jackson goals.
Hanging out, we're friends?
You are funny.
She's really nice when she's not around the French kid. Or I think she will be soon. Jet skiing in Jackson Hole with Lily from North High and her parents just makes sense. I think it makes sense.
Remember, I just happened to be dancing perfectly. In
I'm
front of
already
you.
over their relationship. Like, I don't want it. I thought maybe they'd be cute, but they're kind of annoying.
With Mr. Bowen.
He likes the open water. I like him.
So you chose him, and now
Yeah,
you realize
seems
you have
like a
nothing in common.
Moms are taking me to Southern California
which is where they met.
Gloria Steinem.
I'm going with Oprah because Oprah.
Legally, I'm obliged to say Greta Gerwig.
It's all going down at
Legally.
the amphitheater. Pool is behind me, and if you all
Really,
follow
it's
my gaze
behind
to the south
you.
here, you will
My
see the
God.
Camp Shallow
His
Lake Bar and
arms.
Photo Shop and the Music Man.
Speaking of rotten eggs, yes.
The Music
I know
Man,
what you
we
did
knew
last
that
summer.
one.
And sometimes there's bears.
How many days has it been?
10 minutes.
She deserves to smile. Gina deserves her smiles finally.
Next level feng shui. I spent the last 6 summers LARPing in Minnesota.
My girl.
Live action role play. My best character is a sewing wench from Gondor.
I'm Maddox.
I thought your name was Gadget.
Oh,
That's just a
no, yeah, it
nickname.
is also Gadget. Couple non-wild cats in the corner.
Who's got secrets?
He wants me to write a song a day.
Okay, how many have you written?
Leading up to something really good or big, but I can't name it or put my finger on it.
If you're looking for a spark, sometimes disruptive isn't such a bad thing. Take big risks.
Aww.
Bet on it.
You know you don't always have to talk in song titles, right?
What song titles?
Is that the harness?
My beast harness?
She
From
never
opening night?
came clean.
Yeah, I can explain that.
Okay. I'm a friend of EJ's. I choreograph, and I just peed a little bit.
It's my last chance to be a kid, so good vibes only this summer. I'm EJ, this is Carlos.
Yeah, I'm actually good without talking, but you do you.
That's my bed.
I'm scared.
Come on, Richie.
It's Ricky.
All's fair in love and warm musicals, right?
I mean, Zachy Roy taught us that.
Come on.
Please say Richard.
Making up for the time that I lost on you.
I'm happy that he had the courage to walk away from that because that is really shitty.
Finally free, finally me.
Is he saying finally fricky? Or is it just my ears that sometimes mislead me? It sounds like he's saying freaky. Like not freaky, but like free Ricky, fricky. I'm gonna turn on subtitles. It's like in my, I heard it more than once.
Finally freaky,
Freaky. Sounded like he was saying freaky. Freaky. Like, yeah, but that wouldn't have worked in a Disney movie.
finally freaky, finally.
Fricky. You hear it, right? You hear Fricky. Let me know in the comments who hears Fricky. I like that because yeah, Ricky needs to be alone. He needs to be single. He needs to not be in a relationship.
Court, what are we doing out here in the boonies?
Something about a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I really hope is worth it.
Did you happen to bring your Lucky V hedge fund?
We are deeply in love, and I will be writing to him every day.
Yeah, okay.
Is that funny?
A lot of people come in saying that, and then by the end, life has other plans. Hi, Jet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Gadget had a bad
Planning
experience.
to sit, or
What was that?
I'm just glad you saw him too.
Welcome to the shallow lake of your dream. No one will hear you scream at shallow lake. Don't go too far into the woods or you'll be gone for good under the stars.
I don't know about this.
What's next? The blood sacrifice?
Now,
I'm your camp director.
Do we would?
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Corbin Bleu! Does anyone have a jacket? It suddenly got cold in here. I suppose. We're gonna put on Frozen!
And this camera is going to be following us all around because we're also making a documentary. I know there are some real live Wildcats out there. I look forward to signing headshots for you all later this summer.
Is
we
he
got what we
leaving?
need for episode 1. We'll be back in a few days. We'll get some shots of rehearsal and whatnot.
He's
Atmosphere.
just
It's gonna be
booking
fire.
it.
Hi, I'm Corbin Bleu. I have time in my schedule to direct a camp musical. Our director of 40 years quit this morning when he heard you guys were coming. Shoot him a text. He's on a boat to Alaska. Rocket Man. You know, a lot of those loud new kids.
Mr. Wood, this was supposed to be the greatest summer of my life.
by Salt Lake.
Nothing's gonna get in our way.
Who said anybody would?
Do you
Oh, what
have room
timing.
for one more?
Poor
Group hug?
EJ. Oh, go away, Ricky. The preview for the next episode. Are we not going to get a preview? We always got one last season. All right, so there you have it, my official reaction to episode 1, Happy Campers. And it was a nice first episode. It went very quickly. I hate how these are only 30-minute long episodes, but at the same time, they are very skilled in the way of telling a good story in such a short amount of time. I like how we kind of caught up with everybody. The only people that we didn't see were Seb and Mr. Mazzy, Howie, and Big Red. But we did hear about them, and we did hear what they're doing. I want to talk about Richie, and Lily. So I figured that at some point Lily came clean, or we were supposed to assume that she came clean because of the conversation that they had at the end of the last season. And apparently she didn't, because here we are, we're about to start the summer. They've been dating, not dating, but hanging out, as Richie puts it, for a few months. And he's supposed to go to the lake to go jet skiing with her family. Now, it's interesting because in season 2, I ironically kind of was okay with the idea of Ricky and Lily being a thing. Like, for some reason, even though as much as I hated her, the way it spun and ended, I kind of was like, okay, yeah, I'd like to see where this goes. I feel like Lily, even though she's a villainy character, she's kind of like a fun jerk. She's entertaining and she's fun to watch. Something just didn't feel right here. And maybe that was intentional because of what ultimately ended up happening, which was them breaking up. Maybe it was supposed to give you that feeling of like when you really, really like someone and you're like, they give you butterflies and you get all excited and you're like, oh, like I'm so excited. They're so fun. They're such a cool person. I want to get to know them. And then you get to know them and you're like, oh, you kind of suck. Or we don't have anything in common, or it's not what I thought it was going to be. I feel like that is the situation that occurred, which was Ricky is sitting there being called Richie, having to do 9 TikToks a day, and then ultimately he finds out that Lily is the one who took the harness. So I don't think that's the last we're going to be seeing of Lily. I feel like she might pop up again somewhere down the line, but I am happy that he had the courage and the willpower to walk away from that situation, because I'm kind of sick of seeing Ricky going in and out of these I like them, I don't, I like them, I don't, I like them, I don't situations. Like, go focus on yourself, figure yourself out, figure what you need to learn about yourself in order to move on fully with your life. We've all established that. I feel that that's what he needs to do, and now I feel like he can actually do that, hopefully. But here we are in this trio of EJ and Gina. They're gonna have their great first summer together, and it's Gina's first boyfriend and first summer camp and first time going out for the lead. It's going to be magical and wonderful. And then we have Ricky pop up out of nowhere. I really hope they don't start stirring up things between the two of them. I feel like the intention is maybe going to be that they're going to play with the idea of it, but ultimately it's not going to happen. I really hope that. And it's not because I'm under the impression that EJ and Gina are going to break up by the end of this. But that doesn't mean that I want her to go with Ricky. I did at one point. Now I'm over it. So I hope that's not where it goes. EJ is tasked with becoming the director of this musical, Frozen, that they're going to be doing at the camp. And I feel kind of bad for him. It kind of gets thrown at him, and he's forced to do this when he just kind of wants to hang out with his friends. Last time he's going to be at the summer camp before he goes to college. And I feel bad for him that he has this sudden huge responsibility. And this is clearly where the Camp Rock aspect of it comes in, where I feel like he's going to be way too busy directing and trying to organize everything. And not only is he going to be jealous of the time that Gina is spending with other people, Richie, but he's not going to have time to have fun and just relax and be a kid one last time himself. So I already feel bad for EJ's character, but moving on, we have Miss Jenn dropping the bomb that she is going on a cruise with Mr. Bowen, which means that she denied Mr. Mazzy at the end of the last season. We all, I feel, were pretty split in regards to Jenn and Mr. Mazzy or Jenn and Mr. Bowen. I like both of them, to be honest with you. I think she's cute with both of them, but I hold a special place for Mr. Mazzy in my heart. And I feel like they're trying to foreshadow that Miss Jenn and Mr. Bowen don't have anything in common. They might be cute and they may have gotten along at first, but she even says he likes the open ocean and I like him. Mr. Mazzy and her, the one thing that sticks out in my mind the most is the adorable Thanksgiving episode. I think it was season 1, episode 7, because I was trying to like recap as much as I could over the past few weeks. The Thanksgiving episode where they fall asleep watching the movie together. They fall asleep on the couch together. It's so cute. I just feel like there's so much more potential there for them to actually last and make it work. But I like that they're giving her and Mr. Bowen a chance, so it's not a regret later in the future if they do end up putting her with Mr. Mazzy. Nene says that she is not going to summer camp because she is going road tripping with her moms, and they are going to meet up with Gina's brother at some point, I'm assuming. Jordan Fisher, who is also in Dear Evan Hansen. Apparently High School Musical, the musical series, really likes Dear Evan Hansen alum, but she is tasked with writing a song a day, one song every day. That is a lot. But I think the process that maybe he is trying to get her to go through is to just spill out as much as she can. And then somewhere in the mix and mess of that, there's going to be gold. There's going to be that song. Not every song has to be good. Not every song has to be perfect. But eventually along the line, amongst 100 songs, there's going to be one that is fantastic. So I think Nene just kind of has to step back, take a deep breath, and go through her process like she normally goes through. I mean, look what happened with the Rose song. It was fantastic at the end of the day. So she's just got to trust herself and kind of go with her gut and make it work. We do get mention of Howie from Courtney, that he is in college. And so I think it's nice that we're going to have the three of them, Ashlyn, Carlos, and Courtney, kind of be away from their partners and showcased on their own. As much as I love all of them, so gonna miss Sebby. My favorite. Seb and Big Red are amazing, and I feel like we learned so much from Howie, and we got a lot from Howie in the last season, but I wanted more, so it kind of sucks that he's not here. But again, it's nice to kind of see them showcased on their own as individuals and shine through this summer instead of having to deal with the problems of their relationships. I don't want their characters to turn into, well, what's the issue for this character this season? Well, it has to do with their relationship. It kind of gets boring and redundant. So I like that they're going to be on their own. I love that Courtney and Carlos can kind of bond over being scared and being freaked out and not having their phones and why the hell are we here in the boonies, as they say. So that's going to be fun to experiment with and see. Corbin, as we all know, is from the original High School Musical movies. And he's kind of a dude. He comes in, he's all flashing lights, and isn't this wonderful? And I'll sign headshots for you. Haha. And then he just bails. He freaking bails. He announces that they're going to have a documentary. There are going to be cameras all summer. They're going to be recorded. And it seems like a money grab. It's money grab. He's only trying to make money. He's famous now. He doesn't care about the actual content or teaching these kids or having them learn anything. And he just bails. And that's why EJ gets thrown with director. So I'm wondering how many times we are actually going to see Corbin again. And I'm assuming it's going to turn into some of these kids, these wildcats, are going to teach him a lesson and you know, bring him back to the person that he used to be. We didn't see Meg Donnelly. However, we did get introduced to 3 new characters. So the first one is Gadget Maddox. Gadget is the nickname that EJ gives her. Everybody at camp, I guess, has a nickname. And Maddox is her actual name. Now, Maddox... I don't know if I could trust Maddox. I feel like I want to trust Maddox. But I feel like Maddox has some kind of built up angst towards something. Almost like a jealousy, it felt like. Like she comes into the bunk and immediately looks at all of them and goes, who has secrets? And it gave me a weird feeling. And then with Ashlyn, how she says, oh, I have this letter for, the love of my life. I'm going to write to him every day. And Maddox goes, sure. I don't think she really meant to be that negative, but at the same time, part of me feels like she might have. So all I'm saying is I want to like Gadget Maddox, but I'm not sure if I should yet. I'm being cautious. I'm being cautious. We have Johnny Crash, and we quickly learn out why his nickname is Crash. He seems like he's going to be fun. I like loud, boisterous, crazy out there people, and I feel like he is going to get along good with our crew. I feel like he's going to mesh well. And then and EJ knows both of them. EJ knows Jet and Maddox, and he's going to be like the nice icebreaker. I feel into them, but I also feel like it's going to be interesting seeing these characters interact with our crew while EJ is so busy being a director. That'll be interesting because it's going to be one of those like two-sided things where they're going to be like, your new friends aren't that great. And he's going to be like, they're not my new friends. They're older friends than even you guys were, pretty much. So, I mean, that might cause some conflict. We'll have to see. And last but not least, we have this character, Jet. Jet comes in. He's very quiet. He doesn't say much. He doesn't want to say much. And he stays in the background. I'm very curious to learn more about him. Clearly, there is something going on there. Clearly, there is a reason for his silence. And I like the quiet, mysterious types. It makes me want to learn more about them. It makes me want to know what their story is. It definitely intrigues me a lot. So, moving forward, I wonder if McDonnelly is going to be in the second episode or when she is going to come in. Love me my McDonnelly. And I want to know why we didn't get a preview for the next episode. I'm going to see if I can find it online. Oh, come here, my sweet little baby cakes. Yeah, I don't see it. That's unfortunate. All I see is Nothing's Hotter Than Summer, High School Musical, the Musical Series Season 3 featurette. It looks like a little interview with Corbin. But overall, I thought it was a good episode. I feel... at the risk of sounding negative, I don't want to sound negative, but if I had constructive criticism, I feel like it could have been a little stronger. It would have been nicer if we had a little bit longer of an episode. Maybe that's just me being greedy, but so it was 35 minutes. The first episode of the very first season, it was 40 minutes, which I know that sounds a little ridiculous. You're like, that's only 5 minutes difference, Jess, but 5 minutes for a 35-minute show, which is technically what we hit the credits at 25 minutes. Yeah. So we had a 35-minute episode, but we hit the credits at 30 minutes. So for a 40-minute episode, we're getting an extra 5 minutes. And I feel like for the first opening episode, and there's the thing, that Thanksgiving episode, that was a 40-minute episode. The first episode of season 2 was a 40-minute episode, as was the second. We had a few 40-minute episodes in season 2. So I just think it would have been nice to have an extra few minutes for the pacing. But that's the only criticism I really have. Other than that, I thought it was a good, solid first episode. And I'm assuming that at some point, Nene is going to end up at summer camp. Or did you think that that's where like she was saying, bye, Salt Lake, but she was packing her car up as if it made me feel like she was heading to the summer camp. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe after her talk with Miss Jenn, she felt like, hey, maybe I should go to summer camp. for a little bit. Like, maybe that would be good inspiration in order to write the songs, because her moms weren't in the car. So maybe I missed that, but overall, I liked it. I'm so happy that the show is back. I am so happy that I can go into fan theories and discuss the different episodes and what you liked, what you didn't like. Let me know down in the comments who your new favorite character is. I think I'm really going to like Jet. I feel like it's going to take me a while to trust Gadget, and I think that Crash is going to be funny comic relief, but I think I'm really going to end up liking Jet. But I feel like my new favorite is going to be Meg Donnelly when she's introduced. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited this is back. Every Wednesday, I will be reacting to this. It will immediately be put on Patreon, and I will edit it as fast as I can to get it out on YouTube. But if you can't wait for the weekly YouTube drops, go check out the Patreon. It's only $5 for the month, and we can enjoy so much Disney content. Everyone, throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see. Comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you have any idea. Thanks. Every link in the box will be notified when I upload videos. Don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. Follow us on all social media. But that is it. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye. My Dear Evan Hansen movie reactions on there too.